All right, we're live, it seems. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Let's Talk About It. Okay, here it is. Hi, Beth. How are you? Thank you for watching. Now, it says on my phone I can bring you on camera, but that's funny. I'm not streaming from my phone, though. Hi, Thalia. I'm back. Can everybody hear me? No? All right, now I got my microphone near me. Hi, can you hear me? Oops. Hi, Amy. All right. Hi, Sarah. Loud and clear. Good, good. Okay. All right. Ooh. Okay. Hi, Jax. How are you? Sarah. Is it me? Does anyone else here like walking on concrete with heels? I do not hear that. Thank you for my hearts. Thank you. Mm, mm, okay. I've had a hard day, to say the least. Your birthday's on Sunday. Awesome. I'm okay. I'm doing okay. Had a hard day, but yeah, it's gonna be okay. It's only temporary, right? Happy birthday. That's right. I feel it, lady. It's okay, Sarah. So, topic tonight is spiritual ego. What is spiritual ego? I really need to chat with you. Okay, about past lives and connections. I met someone I had to have been connected to in the past, possibly multiple times. Yeah, yep. Um, hey Stacy, it's okay. Um, reach me in Messenger. Yep. Oh, the guides want me to. Yeah, this is not a tarot reading show. Ah, you're messing with me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jax. Happy birthday to you. So I didn't realize it, but um, my late husband and I have been um, reincarnating together for many lifetimes. Yeah, it really kind of blew me away. Hey, Patricia, how are you? Hey, Mystical. How is everybody? We were going to have a special guest, but it didn't work out. My my electronics are not wanting to work with me like they ever do. But yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Mm, I love sage. All right. Who you sending love to, Amy? Egos come in many different forms. Beautifully said. Beautifully said. Yes, they do. Are is having an ego a bad thing? Is it something we need to get rid of? Is it mystical? I am free from an attachment. Well, hallelujah. I love it. Well, thank you, Amy. I need it. I'll send it right back. Fluid. Okay. So, what do we think about spiritual ego? Amy, ego is good. Yeah, I like that. Ego can help you in many ways. Egotistical, is there a difference between ego and egotistical? That's a tough question, huh? Where does that line lie? Let's see. The ego can help with decisions. Yeah, or here, denying it causes blockages, Amy says. Okay. Mystical says the ego can help with making decisions. True, true. Yeah. Very thin line, like so thin you can't see it. Oh yeah, I gotta keep reminding myself to stay on topic. I believe we can always learn from it, Kez says. Wait, ego, hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. Sarah said, okay, so thin, I can't hardly see. Egotistical is being sarcastic. Okay. Egotistical people think they are all that and a bag of chips, too. Yes, they do. Yes. Amy says, I am all that. So do I. I believe that I am all that, too. Yeah. I love it. Where is the line and what is the action behind it? You know what I mean? Um, let me scoot this over. Stretch out. Oops. Shoot. Okay. But Amy, are you all that and a bag of chips? It's not fun being stripped of ego spiritually. I think you need some of it, Deborah says. Right, right. Because when you're stripped of all ego, doesn't confidence come from ego? Wow, Sarah. Dip and flavor, huh? And a truckload of chips lately. Is there a difference between just being ego or having ego or being egotistical and being having a spiritual ego? Hmm. You're on that diet? I was told I have an ego, where I don't want to be acknowledged or don't want the attention from what I do. I don't think that's ego. I think that person might have misunderstood what the meaning behind ego is. But I could be wrong. Sarah says there are two different egos. What are spiritual ego and just regular ego? Yes, Bethany? Oh, you're saying hi. I missed the hello. Sorry. Hi, Bethany. How are you feeling? Here we go. Being spiritually stuck, being the latter or the leader only. Right. So stuck on positive things only. Yep. Spirit and physical ego. Okay. Okay. So when we are not awakened, we are physical, we have physical ego, and once we've awakened, we have spiritual ego, or we're able to get, or you know what I mean. Not good, but I'm almost done cleaning, so then I'll rest. Okay. Yes, confidence is a part of ego. Right. Right. So when we're in the 3D consciousness and we're here, we're physical, we're doing our thing, working and all that and whatnot. And then we awaken, we get this epiphany and we see things in a whole different light. That's stepping into 4D. And then we consider ourselves awakened and we start living that type of lifestyle. Oh, knowing but only sharing for self. Again, still. Yeah, still. Maybe there is good and bad side of ego. Bingo. Ding, 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 ding. I think, like they say, maybe anything not used in moderation can be can turn out not so happily. These are the ones that, wait a minute. All right. Stuck in self-love will get you in deep water quickly. Right. We can go too far. You can go too far in anything, really. So what would help us stay balanced? But what do you think would help us find our balance in all things, really? Um, More easier. Expecting the same things to heals others. Oh, yeah, right. Expecting what works for me is the only thing that's going to work for anybody else. That's being stuck in spirituality. Um, you don't, you're meditating wrong, or you're you have to light a candle and just say it this way, or else that incantation or that won't work. Um, oh, how are you out of the conversation, Sarah? I can read everything you're saying. Like when I first came into the spiritual community. Deborah. Ouch. I hurted my knee. Or something hurted my knees. Nosebleed seats. The nosebleed seats. Yep. When I first came into the spiritual community, I was so excited because I was seeing that there was other people, that were crazy and weird like me. And I watched this live, and it was a person who was teaching people about energy, about how everything has energy, and how she can exchange energies with the trees. And I was so excited because all my life I never told anybody really that I'm able to talk to the trees. I can actually hear them. I exchange energies with them. Plants. I mean, I'm a green witch all the way. But this lady said that the only way to be able to accomplish this is to meditate at the same time, at least once a day, every day, for a year, at least a year. And I said, that's not true. I was born that way. I've always been able to connect with plants and nature, and uh, and she got very angry. I didn't mean to call her out on her live, which I didn't. I had no etiquette, Facebook spiritual community etiquette at that time. I don't know if I do it yet either, but she got very angry with me, and I just said, "Well, I'm sorry that it was so hard for you, but your way is not my way, and vice versa. What works for you isn't going to work for everybody." That, to me, that's not being awakened. That's not spirituality. That's being stuck. Just as stuck as you were in 3D, you're stuck in your spirituality because, well, I don't know why. Because of your ego, I guess. But, she ended up, kicking me off and stuff. But that's the day that I was like, started preaching what works for me. Take it, tweak it, and make it your own, because this is your journey. This is your journey, and what works for me won't work for you. But we have enough people out here who have tried it, the same thing, many different ways, and there's something that you can take from this one and take from that one and take from this one, and then put yourself into it and create a whole new way, because it's your journey. Yep. You can use many ways. You can use energy. Me, two tower moments after tower moments. Okay, wait, what tower moments? I'm missing something here. Mystical. I'm up in the nosebleed seats. Me too. Tower moments after tower moments. Are you talking about my life? Because that sounds familiar. Yeah, there's many ways to use energy, and that's what we all are. We are all energy. Everything is energy. This lighter, this lighter right here is energy. It emits a frequency. It has a vibration. Oh, okay. Right. My life too. My life is a tower moment. Spirit can be every raindrop. I heard them. I had to stop talking to the elements. Yep, for a while. That was Deborah's journey. Beat down and rebuild. Yep. Yeah. But why do you think that is? The beat down and then rebuild? Are you talking materialistic wise? Or are you talking emotions? Are you talking mentally? I agree. When others can't accept where you are at, right? It's frustrating, especially when it's a professional. Right. I'm no professional. I was in a class earlier speaking my light language and getting positive feedback. That's awesome. That's awesome. Lessons. Okay. Okay. Yep. So I want to talk about the fluidity, the fluidity of energy, of unconditional love. You know, a lot of people nowadays are preaching. They're preaching. There's a word for the Meena dictionary. All right, they're preaching self love, self love, self love, and I agree. Self love is very important, but I don't believe that you should live there. Just like I don't think you should live in. Well, for me, not anybody else. Okay, I'm just going to speak for me because my journey is my own and yours is yours. But if I live too long in self love, I'll get egotistical. Bottom line, I know I know myself pretty well. But nobody's answered my question about what do you think would help us stay in balance with ego on either side of the train tracks. Got to getting someone done checked out. Okay, thank you for being here and supporting us, Mystical, and giving your insight. I appreciate it. Yeah, living in any one topic or type of thing probably isn't the healthiest. Balance. It takes a bit to gain it on both sides of the fence. But what would help us? What could help us stay balanced? What What do you think? You know, because everybody says unconditional love, unconditional love, unconditional love. Um, and I agree. I agree to a point, but that's not the only thing. I think when we're deep seated in gratitude for all things, even the horrible things that happen in our life, if we are really truly deep seated in gratitude for all things, that is unconditional love. That is not putting that bad or good label on anything that's happened, any experience at all. It's just saying it is. That's it. There is no bad or good. There is no right or wrong. There just is. It just happened. And you know what I mean? Because once it's bad or good, we've attached an emotion to it, and it'll grow if we're not careful. It, Gods have ancient rituals they expect you to follow, so when you fight against it, look out. Is that for everybody, or is that your path and what you know, or what you know to be? You know what I mean? What if people don't even believe in a God? They automatically damned? And what does that have to do with spiritual ego? Are they egotistical? I don't know if I should ask that question. Okay. You have to live in self and accept it. Oh, what happened? Who shows a scale? Who knows a scale? Communication and being mindful can help, I think. I think you're right, Bethany. Yeah. Communication and flexibility and gratitude. Realizing there's more than one way to spirituality. Yes, that helps too. That will help. You have peeps? What does that mean, Sarah? What do your peeps have to do with spiritual ego? Peeps? I work with not a specific person. Right. Oh, okay, yeah. You work with more than one deity. When they call you. Amy, who I'm not following along. I call them peeps, yeah. And say thanks for listening. That's cool. That's good. Gratitude. Hmm. Oh, hey, it's Brittany. I thought it said Bethany. Hey, Brittany. How are you? What's going on? Does unconditional love really exist? Yes, it does. For me, it does. Yeah. Oh, talking to Deborah. I thought, oh, you did say sorry to Deborah. Okay. I think unconditional love was the topic like 2 weeks ago. I believe. I'm not sure though. I'll have to look at that. They all interconnect anyway. It's hard. All right, Stacy. It absolutely does. I am great. How are you? Just relaxing on the couch. Yard work all day. I missed y'all. I'm doing okay. I'm better now that I'm here with you guys. I got the totes out of the bedroom. I went through all of them. Wow, Bethany, why do you do that when you're sick? The mass normally murdering person. Hold on a minute. The mass normally murder the person who harnesses unconditional love. Oh, yes, that's happened many, many times. The reason why I say that this is because there is unconditional love shouldn't be for ourselves. Shouldn't it be for ourselves as well? Yes. Yes, but you shouldn't. Well, you can do what you want, but I don't believe you should live in unconditional love. I don't think you should always be living in unconditional love for self. I think it should be fluid. I think you should feel it each day. I think you should feel gratitude each day. I think that you should feel, for yourself and for everything outside of you as well. Because I don't do things that are good for me, like resting, Mama. We know this. Yeah. Deborah, okay, that's my experience. They would call it God knowledge. Yeah. They probably don't think they're. No, I'm sure they don't at all. Right. If you believe in no God, I think you're not damned, but reincarnated. Okay. Is possibly. Okay. Or you may accept it on the other side. Okay. Okay. Or perhaps you're a free soul that watches over one's family. I've heard that one. Yes, it's true. I will talk to Ra about that. Okay. Thank you, Deborah. Yep. Stacy, absolutely. This is from well, you can read it too. And that is why we call it self love. And that is why we work there and then move on. So when you mess up and forgive ourselves and realize that it was a thing and move on, as if it was a good friend who stepped on toes wrong. Got gotcha. I agree. Not want. Oh wait, just wanted to see what everyone had to say. Yeah, yeah. That's another thing. Well, gosh. Okay, next week's topic. I've heard lots of things. People have come at me from all sorts of different ways. I've heard, spiritual people say that they've already done all their healing. Sorry for what, Sarah? I don't know. I don't think you have anything to apologize for. And if you're talking about what you said, and then I said, what? What are you guys sorry for? Don't be sorry. There's nothing to be sorry for. For giving you next week. That's a good thing, though. Why would you say you're sorry for giving me next week's topic? You have to have self love, but it's fluid, right? Fluidity. Like if you get stuck in self love and forget about your brother and sister, you will become stuck, right? So it should go around. You should, go through all things or feel each thing for all things, but not stay there. Yeah, I bet you did, Bethany. Yeah, you need to take some ibuprofen and go to bed. Living in unconditional love is amazing, though. Okay, describe unconditional love, though, to your to that feeling that you're telling me is amazing. What is it? I mean, I know it's like a drug in itself. It can be. Yes, yes, yes. I agree. It's phenomenal stage. Right. But that's in 5D. While we're human and we're here, we're in, I mean, we have to We're in these vessels. We're here experiencing what it's like to be human. So should our human vessels, brains, hearts, live in 5D, live in unconditional love like that on a constant? You know what I mean, Deborah? Because it is, I agree. It is when you have unconditional love, there just is no right or wrong. There just is, and it's beautiful. Everything. I agree. In case you already, oh, I've got topics coming up. I mean, yeah, all over the place, but that's okay. I'll take ibuprofen, but I won't go to bed. Okay. Self understanding and self forgiveness and move on no matter what you do or say. That is unconditional love to me. Okay. Is that of just self or everybody? I mean, if you have unconditional for self, shouldn't you have unconditional love for everybody? Or are you living there? Sometimes, but I did my journey or a big part of it alone, right? It's better with sisters and brothers, though. I would love to stay theta. Oh, yeah, and gamma, brain state. How do you stay there and relate to those on the earth star? Beautiful question. Yes, just self. Okay. Yeah, how do you, I find just even having self-love for me and everybody else, it's still hard to relate and communicate with other people. Light flickered. I'm crying. Oh, Bethany, I'm sorry. It'll be okay, Bethany. Are you home alone? Did Brandon go to work? You know what I find helps me the most with relating to other people is when I'm deep seated in gratitude. Um, Gratitude, I believe, is a place where I love to live. I would love to stay in deep seated gratitude for all things, and it's very hard because especially like on a day like today, staying there, being stuck. So if we're in gratitude, hey Phoenix, how are ya? We're talking about spiritual ego and self love and gratitude because I'm here for experience. Right, right. So even gratitude isn't good to live in, right, Amy? I'm here for the experience too, and I've experienced a lot on both sides of the tracks. He closes. Okay, not the best, right? You should have heard the beginning. My questions were is oh, I don't know if I can remember. Yeah, thank you, Sarah. No one, no one state is good to stay in. Otherwise, you learn nothing and get to experience nothing. Well, gratitude is a good attitude. Yeah, it is. And it's when you have gratitude, you don't judge. You don't judge people for where they are or how they think or their limited beliefs or their truth and whatever the case may be. But a limited belief is only limited when we've learned something new, or we've had an epiphany or realized that the way we were thinking is not the fact, and we found a new fact. Unconditional love is having the chills every time you talk to someone. You see the human flaws, but the beauty of the soul overpowers it. Your eyes are filled with love, and you see God's beautiful design of nature. You can feel the vibes, and positivity outweighs the negative. It's a simple smile that illuminates another being. That's beautiful. You should publish that. My goodness. I still judge, Amy says. I do too. I find I mean, I do. I try not to, but I have my moments. I didn't in 5D. Right. I can be judgmental. Right. Especially towards self. Yep. I only get chills if someone walks across my grave or stands on it too long. Evil is what chills me or makes me cringe everything else. We all have our moments. Yep, we do. We're here. We're here having a human experience, and that's what humans do. We're here having a human experience on our way to enlightenment. I don't know if you can tell, but it's really hard for me to refrain sometimes. Right? May I use that? I'm going to copy and paste that right now. It was very beautiful. When you see in frequencies, things are different. You don't see it exactly the same as a lot of people do. You have the ability to go back and forth. Yes. Oh, wait, back and heal those deaths. Yes, you do. Yes, you can heal anything. Not sure how. That's energy. You copied and pasted it. Good. Thank you. Oh, I am not even sure how many times I actually died, Sarah. Oh. In this lifetime, or you mean how many lifetimes you've had, or both? This life was at least three in a year. Yeah. But what does that have to do with a spiritual ego, and what does that mean to you, Sarah? No idea on how to heal or use energy, but in past lives. What? Preach. Because how can you heal if you don't know where to start? Maybe. I can manipulate energy, so how to get past ego? That makes, if that makes any sense. I can manipulate energy, so how to get past ego? No, nope, the dots are not connecting. Um, I got a couple things about that sentence. So, how can you heal if you don't know where to start? Everybody's beliefs are different, so I would start there. If you believe, yeah, I know. I, I got you. Um, well, just know I'm not going to get off of this live and finish or continue to talk about it in Messenger. Not tonight. Yep. I've got a tick to get out of my dog. He's over there shaking like a little baby that has, oh, I almost said it. He's shaking like a leaf on a tree. Yep. I've been fighting with him all day, amongst other things. But, um, so at first you got to see what your beliefs are, I think, and then you can go from there. That will point you in a place to start. Deborah said, I started with a candle for my wants. What you seek is also seeking you. Woo, here we go. Here we go. So if you seek healing, it will appear. That is another beautiful saying, because that's, I agree. The tricks are already, oh, the ticks. Yeah, the tricks. The tricks are too. No, the ticks are bad this year. Yeah, I heard. He doesn't normally get ticks. I usually have a flea and tick collar on him all year round, but I didn't at this point in time. And it's, yeah, it has not been fun. And he is a brat. Oh my God, he's so awful. I even haven't had him muzzled, but he's so wiggly and squiggly and little, and he's hard to hold on to, and he is mad. Yep, he's had a hard day, just like me. Yeah, I know. I heard they were bad this year because he normally doesn't get them. Um, I usually shave him each year too, but I haven't done that yet either. I only got his haircut halfway done. Used to have that on my wall. What you seek is seeking you. That is absolutely beautiful. Yep. We went on that hike not too long ago. I bet you that's where he got the tick. I live by this, Amy says. What you seek is always, or is also seeking you. I seek all sorts of shit, man. I better show up. Better start showing up. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe I'm not really seeking it. That's a good question, isn't it? I do too. Yeah. I should have said more so. I want lots of things. Deborah said she she started with a candle on her wants, but were they wants or were they needs? And again, I guess that's another topic too. Where does that line? Well, you know, that too is everybody's own journey. Yeah, Bethany, I'm going to head out and rest. Okay, Bethany, I love you. Okay, I have to go. Okay, Stacy. Good night. Thank you for being here. So then we'll be down to 5 people. I think it's coming to a close. I gotta go to the bathroom. So spiritual ego. What is the gist that we came up with about spiritual ego? Is that they went from one extreme to another, and they were just as stuck as they ever were, just under a different umbrella. Both of my dogs and one of my daughter's dogs are getting them, and we are staying away from the woods. Okay, did they have the flea and tick stuff on them? And are they still getting them? That's what I'm worried about. Preach. Wait, preach comment was about seeing in vibrations. Oh, you want me to, I knew that's what you were talking about. Seeing in frequency. Beware. Beware of what? Hey, Karen, how are ya? Do not stay in one place, is what I got. Right. Good, Sarah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Try not to stay solid in one area or one space for too long. Stay fluid. Stay fluid and flexible. Oh, shucks. I need to be with you guys tonight. Just put new collars on them. Okay. Yep. What do you mean, oh shucks, you need to be with us tonight? You want me to stay live? They they were wants and needs, but mainly needs. Yeah, yeah. I knew that. That's why I asked that question. Just got out of the doctor's office. How did it go? Stay liquid too. That way you constantly flow. That's right, fluid. Yep. It's my favorite word, fluidity. I can say it too, to boot. That's the best part about that. It's Jackie. What's up, Jackie? How are you? Only if I want to. Beware of getting stuck in spiritual ego. Stay fluid. Yes. Yes. You said beware. It scared me. Beware. It is something to be, well, no, it's not something to be afraid of. We can stay live for a little while longer. Jackie just got here. Brittany's here. And Karen's here. Yep. Thank you. I needed this too, Patricia. I feel you. Yep. I was needing to come live and be with my sisters. Mm-hmm. Get that energy up because I was not a happy camper. Not at all. See, things don't just go wrong in my life. When when they go wrong, it's always big things like big things that go wrong and not just little things. But I have also big opportunities that come. And it's hard to see that it's balanced sometimes. Yeah, where's Mark? He's sleeping. I think he's sleeping or he's working on something. We need somebody going, psh, psh, psh. I know someone spiritual, big timers who have gotten stuck spiritual, yes, in spiritual ego. Is that me being judgmental? No. By saying I know some people who have gotten stuck who are who claim to be very awakened, is that you being judgmental? I don't believe so. I believe that's you making an acknowledgement of what you perceive to be true, right? Things do not just happen, huge things make it hard to see balance. Things, yeah, huge things do just happen in my life. I'm telling you, some they stuck. Wait, no, they stuck. All they brag, and that is physical ego. Oh, you don't think a spiritual person can brag? You think they aren't spiritual anymore? Or like vegans can get stuck. Like vegans, isn't that a diet or a way somebody eats? I think you can get stuck anywhere. When you you can, because when you subscribe to only one way of being or one way of doing something, and you absolutely won't even explore anything else, like let's say, okay, I found that meditating while laying down with my crystals all around me works for me best. So that's what I'm going to do every time I meditate. Now that's me finding what works best for me and staying and sticking with it. Okay? Um but then later on in life I found that meditating while speed walking is where I connect the best. So if I wasn't fluid or flexible in my thinking or my yeah, in my beliefs, I would have never tried anything else. I would have been stuck meditating while laying down. Oh, I can't meditate now because I don't have my crystals or I don't have the ability to lay down. So I can't do that right now. But now because I stayed flexible, I can meditate no matter where I am and achieve the same goal. For example, vegans, spiritual people think you are only spiritual if you are vegan. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's lots of people that feel that way about what they believe. Yeah. Yeah, I knew this was going to lead right back to our beliefs. I love it. That is not, wait, that is not, is like if you say, I am spiritual and stuff, and look like you better than someone else, you're stuck up, or you're stuck, or took a step back to physical ego, right? The universe is always flowing, you know that, and it's always flowing forward. You know, when we feel like we've taken a couple steps back in our spiritual journey, it's an illusion. It's not real, because we can't unlearn what we've already learned. There's no way to take a step back. You know what I mean? It's physically impossible. Um, but you know, we can revert. You know, I guess if you say it that way, revert to an old belief and make it, you know, and get stuck in that again. But you can't be spiritual if you drink or smoke. I've been told that. Yes. I love it. I I brought all this. Wait, yeah, I bought all these candles. Is that what you said? So, but while we're here having this human experience, aren't we all still one foot in physical and one foot in our enlightenment? Sarah, that is nuts on that thinking. Maybe I am. Maybe I am stuck. Maybe we're all a little stuck in one way or another. That's why we're here talking, getting different perspectives, and yeah, take it, tweak it, and make it your own. Or you can only be enlightened if you have eaten shrooms, right? Or some kind of tea. Yep. I was smoking too much. What? You were blocked on Facebook for smoking? I did it naturally, as I'm sure you did. It's dogmatic. I love it. I did, but I would like to do both. Yeah, I'll pass. I don't want to do no shrooms. I'm good. Right. Those are stuck ways of thinking. Those are, you know, and that's somebody's truth. Maybe that's true for them. Who are we to say that, you know, the only reason that they're, you know, maybe that's true for them. But when you try to impose what's right for you onto somebody else, and, you know, like you're only enlightened if you're, you know, if you eat vegan or if you take shrooms, that's to me, that's egotistical. That's spiritual ego, no matter where it's coming from. Okay. Well, yeah, I wasn't talking about the shrooms for you, Karen. I knew you were talking about that. So you got blocked on Facebook for smoking pot? Is that what you were saying? Oh, Karen is saying she was blocked spiritually because of smoking. Really? Really? Blocked by who? Herself? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold the train. No, darling. Pot. I was talking about, okay. Ego makes us do and think weird things. So does hate. So does anger. So does love. Yeah, for lack of better words. Karen said no. Patricia says true. Um, if we're really truly on our path and living our purpose, why would how somebody else meditates even come into our brain? I mean, what does it matter? Is it our truth for the way somebody else does their spiritual path, or is it theirs? But not everyone's path. Hold on. I do know some people who benefited from stopping addictions. Yes, but it's not everyone's path. Right, right. I agree. Yeah, that's like, a lot of people think all drugs are bad, all drugs are bad, all drugs are bad, all junkies are bad, all junkies are bad, all people who have addiction problems are bad. Um, I've met some really, really amazing people who have addictions. I've met amazing people that have sociopathic tendencies. Okay, I have met some amazing people in my life that 9 out of 10 Americans or people in the world will say are bad. It didn't stop them from being amazing people. They were just different. Resentment would be one as well. Pick your poison is what I say. We all do things that make us look weird in someone else's eyes. Right, but why does that matter? What does it, why? I do all every day. I always have from birth, and I could give a rat's ass. I've never cared what other people have thought of me. I've always been my authentic self because I like me and I'm funny as heck. But it didn't, you know what I mean? It just doesn't bother me what other people think. Sometimes it gets to me. I'm here. I'm human. Believe me. Holly has seen it get to me before. Um, like that person that told me that she wouldn't pay me a dime because I'm not far enough in my spiritual path enough because I didn't make my bed because I hadn't made my bed, and because she felt I should run a comb through my hair every once in a while. Yep, yep. I've been told some pretty crazy things. I'm like, well, bye. It's got to me though. That got to me. It's really, am I really presenting as ghetto? Is that what you're saying to me? Because you just happened to see my bed when you called me randomly, and I happened to pick up because I thought it said my daughter's name. I was just getting out of bed, by the way. Yeah, all sorts of things. People are nuts, and I'm one of them. Okay, hold on. Let me catch up. Sarah, my mom used to do this and make me laugh. She would be like, "Look, a green baby. I'm missing something. A green baby. A green baby." I had a friend on shrooms. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. A green baby. I'm putting out there. Doctor told me I have to have further testing on my lungs to see what exactly is my lungs function. Yeah, to see what the functionality or the function. I ain't even gonna try. Nope, I'm done. People can be ridiculous. It's hard sometimes. It is hard. It does, yeah. Especially when you're putting yourself out there, and somebody tells you maybe you should run a brush through your hair once in a while. I was like, what?